Alright, guys, hope you're doing good. So, another day, another thing to learn. So, aho duherutse kwiga gukoresha compass, MongoDB compass, and today tugiye kwiga gukoresha shell, and niyo tuzakunda kuba turi gukoresha cyane cause tuzaba turi contracting with terminal akenshi cyane. So, cope with me muri iyi tutorial. So, first of all, tugiye opening a Mongosh, and for Mongosh, for Mongosh, as you see on the compass, hano haba hari option of open MongoDB shell, create collection, and also refresh. Okay, hano hari option ya open Mongo shell, and also for easy interaction, niba mubyibuka neza, in the terminal wanayirangira muri terminal, ariko for now ngiye kuba ndi gukoresha this one on the MongoDB compass. So let's interact to it. So set load. Okay, so ni gutya isa. So kuba imeze gutya, tugiye kwiga commands, ziri basic, tugomba kuba tuzi in MongoDB. I'm going to try to make this very quick and very explanatory. So first of all, we start with a command called show databases. Okay, niba mushaka kureba databases ziri muri MongoDB yawe, you could use a command called show dbs. Okay, and by pressing this, you'll get, murabona ko dufite izi command schooldb ariyo turimo, admin, config na local, and niba uri kureba aha ku ruhande dufite iyo bita schooldb ariyo turimo nona. Okay, so that's the first command, show dbs. Okay, nibwo ureba database yose ufitemo, so that you could use, uhitamo iyo wakoresha cyane iyo utakoresha. Okay, so let's assume ushoje kubona these databases and then ushaka gukoresha imwe muri, for example dufite schooldb, dufite admin, dufite config, dufite local. If you want to switch to, let's say, admin, okay, we could use okay, use and then the database name. Okay, use admin, and then if you click enter, switch to db admin, muhita murabona hano ku ruhande ko duswitchinze muri admin. So right now kugira ngo switchinge muri database, uva muri database mujya mu yindi, ukoresha command bita use admin. Okay, I will share these commands muri text, ndashyira hasi after this video kugira ngo mwese muzimasteringe, and the next time we're going to be using those also to interacting with our codes, but for now mugomba kwiga these basics. Okay, so let's see another command. It's already murabizi tuba dufite, let's say, NoSQL uba ufite database yawe, inside that database uba ufitemo table, and then table haba harimo data. Okay, niba mubyibuka neza in the last tutorial nababwiye, dufite then muri MongoDB dukorana na collection. Okay, dufite database, and then inside that database tuba dufite collection ari ihagarariye ama tables, and then dufitemo documents arizo data zacu. Okay, so if you want to see the collections ufite muri database yawe, what command could you use? Very easy, show collections. This is very easy. Okay, sorry, a little thing, because hano dufitemo collections, dufite ufite gusubira muri database yacu twakwiyetinze. So we'll press use school.db, okay, and then the switching back to the school.db, and then we'll use show collections, okay, and then you could see dufite collection with students, okay, collection dufite ni ya students gusa, namwe ukaniyo twakwiyetinze yonyine. So for now iyo niyo collection dufite. Those are the basics, okay, those are the basics. And then niba ushaka nk'urugero gusiba all these things, I think ntabwo ari ngombwa ko muba muyizi, okay, ndakeka mwese muyizi this one, because how to clear the screen, CLS icyo isobanuye clear screen, okay, ni ukugira ngo dusibe this whole thing kugira ngo tubone more space yo interacting with what, with our terminal. And then if you click, you see byose tuhise tubisiba. And then so those are the basics, okay, izo nizo basics zikenewe mwese mugomba kuba muzi. So and then kugira ngo dukomeze interacting with it, ngiye kubereka a few commands tuzaba dukeneye. So let's say twabonye collections the other time with show collections, okay, and then you saw that we have students collection. So what if dushaka kureba documents ziri muri students, twakoresha iki, okay. So hano niho ngiye kubereka uburyo twabigenza. So first of all, let me show you something. Twandikamo a little code here, tuvuge ngo dufite var, let's say name, and then this name is equal, let's say piece, okay. So to declare is equal dufite variable with a name, and then this variable name yitwa piece, okay. And if we enter this, tuhite duhamagara name, by displaying a piece, okay, which is wonderful, okay. And let's say the name is equal to, let's say Rajan, okay, and then this could display Rajas, okay. So hano kugira ngo let's clear some screen. So hano kugira ngo dukoreshe collections, first of all turabanza tumenye db turimo ni iyihe. So the db turimo ni iyihe, db turimo ni school.db, okay. Fata ko db holdings a variable ya database turimo. So niduhamagara db ni nkaho tuba turi kuvuga ngo database turimo, okay. I hope you're getting it. So to get something, we'll say db and then dot, iyi niyo navuga nka connector dufitemo hano, niyo connector dukoresha muri MongoDB. So db dot and then niba mwibuka neza collection twari dufitemo yitwaga students. So tugiye kuzana collection yacu, okay, collection yo dushaka kijya hano, and then after that collection tuhita displayinga ibirimo, okay. So for an example, db dot students, okay, db dot students, and then kugira ngo displaying hano dukoresha component bita, okay, sinayita component, dukoresha command yitwa find, okay. So but find ifite uburyo wayikoresha bwinshi. So let's say ushaka kudisplayinga every information ufite muri database, ushobora kufitemo information nyinshi zishobotse, okay. So that you could display them, you could use then db ihagarariye database turimo nyine, then the collection yacu ariyo student, and then dot find, okay, dot find this, okay, and then dot find like this ushobora kuita ufindinga iyo runinze this command, kuko muri MongoDB ushobora kufitamo documents nyinshi zigeze nko mu ijana. Okay, so iyo ukanze this command by default baguhereza 20 first documents ufitemo, documents 20 za mbere, ariko in our case ntabwo tugerejemo those documents, so now it can display this whole. Let me show you something. Okay, niba mwibuka neza dufitemo these documents imwe, ebyiri, eshatu, enye. Okay, dufitemo documents enye, nta nubwo zigeze muri 20 cyangwa zirengemo. So first of all it will display the first 20 documents. Okay, the first 20 documents. So the first 20 kubera ko twebwe tutagerejemo 20 iza displayinga zose. Ariko let's say in case urabona ko is displayinga 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let's say in case ufitemo nka 50 ubwo idisplayinze 20 za mbere, iyo ushaka kugira ngo idisplayinge n'izindi 20 zikurikiraho ukoresha command bita it. Okay, it iyo displayinze it displayinga izisigaye, ariko in our case ntazisigaye, so that's why it said no cursor. So wonderful. Let's clear the screen. That is the first way to use find. Okay, and then the second way yo gukoresha find. Second way yo gukoresha find ni ihe rero. Katuvuge ngo dushaka kureba document, ariko muri izo documents let's say nshaka kudisplayinga, nshaka kureba buri muntu wese wiga muri level 4 sod A. Urabona nko hano dufitemo babiri. Okay, nshaka kureba abantu biga muri level 4 sod A, nabigenza gute? So first of all hano muri campus isanzwe hano hari uburyo bwo kugira ngo ufinding, and then kugira ngo finding hano hejuru harimo niba muri kureba neza handitsemo type equally, okay, the field and the value. So let's say hano nshaka kureba buri muntu wese wiga muri class ya level 4 sod A. So first of all I will display class. Okay, and then inside that class nshakamo abantu biga muri level 4 sod A, and then if I find this urabona ko isi banyereka abantu babiri. Iyi niyo filter yacu turi gukoresha. Okay, tufindinze buri muntu wese wiga muri level 4 sod A, and then irashatse isanga abantu biga muri class ya level 4 sod A ari aba babiri, ari niko twabibonye. So if you want to use this, okay, inside the Mongosh ubigenza gute? That's why we come in. So as usual db yacu collection yacu, then db dot, then the collection your student. Okay, students, sorry, and then dot find. Sibyo? Dot find. No tujya finding. Inside this find no tujya gushyira ya filter yacu. So this filter ngiyi filter turi dushaka ya class. Okay, and then inside that class dushakamo abiga muri level 4 sod A, and then if we find tubabona n'abantu babiri. Urabona ko tuhise dufindinga abantu biga muri class ya level 4 sod A, which is wonderful. I hope you got that correct. Sibyo? So ushaka gufindinga umuntu umwe, then how could you use that? Okay, but before going further, let's say noneho ushaka kudisplayinga abantu, nshaka kubona aba bantu, ariko kuba ndi kubashaka ntabwo nshaka izindi information zabo, bari kumeza information zabo nyinshi. Nshaka just kureba abantu biga muri iyi class imyaka bafite ukuntu ingana. Okay, ahangaha you could use db dot, then the collection are your students, and then dot find. Okay, of course the first thing it's the class, because nshaka abiga muri level 4 sod A. Okay, and then iyo ushoje gutya sibyo ubonye level 4 sod n nibo tugiye kubanza gushaka. Okay, so turahita tureba abo turi gushakamo after getting them. So nidusoza kubabona dushaka kureba age yabo. So how could you use that? Turahita tuzana indi object as the second parameter. Dufite first parameter ariyo iyi ngiyi, and then dufite this second object. Okay, so dushaka kudisplayinga the age. In that case dushaka aho age is equal to, by default tuhita tuyigira 1. Okay, and then if we find this, sorry, let me clear this.
But for now, all we need to know is that the find method gets us all.
Okay. Okay. So let's see the error you're having here. So it's saying syntax error expected, db.student.find class level 4 sort n, then age. Oh, okay. So this is the error we're having. So twari dushyize one thing inside the other. So ukuntu byari bimeze ni gutya. We are finding the students abiga muri class ya level 4 sod A, and then instead yo kugira ngo tujye out of the braces twari dushyize inside the braces, so it's outside the braces. Okay, it's like this, and then this hanze dushyiramo icyo uri bushake. Let's say it's age. Let me just clear this kugira ngo mwese mubibone neza. So we are finding db.collection, okay, not collection, sorry, db.student, okay, db.students, and then let's find those who are in class or level 4 sod A, and then niba baduhereza dushaka gufilteringa age, where age ariyo turi budisplay gusa. Oh, where's class nanditse nabi, class. Okay, so you get that ni abantu babiri, ariko abo bantu babiri dushaka ko tubona age yabo gusa. So remember, impamvu hano haje id it comes by default. Since the first tutorial nabibabwiye, id comes by default. Okay, so urabona ko baduhaye imyaka yabo, ni amazina yabo dukeneye, nta n'iki dukeneye, twe twashakaga imyaka yabo. So hano tubonye ko abantu biga muri level 4 sod A harimo abantu babiri. Muri abo bantu babiri, uwa mbere afite imyaka 10, uwa kabiri afite imyaka 16. And if you remember very well, muri abo bantu babiri ni Willy and Peace, and then uwa mbere Willy afite imyaka 10, and then Peace afite 16. So I hope you got that perfectly. So let's clear this, and then another command niyo kudisplayinga one person. Okay, ushaka kudisplayinga umuntu umwe. So if you want to find only one student, kuramo iyi filter, let's say dufite abantu bane, let's say dushaka kudisplayinga Byiringiro, and then Byiringiro kugira ngo tumudisplayinge turashaka kudisplayinga umuntu umwe. Kudisplayinga umuntu umwe se bigenda bite rero? db dot collection yacu ariyo students, and then dot find, okay, dot find niyo twari dusanzwe dukoresha, ariko iyo dushaka gufindinga only one thing, so what do we use? We use one. Find one, and remember this is a capital letter. First of all, it's capital letter iri hagati, so yo bayita camel case. In case nta muntu yizi muri JavaScript bayita camel case, even when you're displaying a variable. JavaScript is case sensitive, so iyo ugiye kwandika these are the laws tuba turi gufollowinga, ziri static niko zimeze, so muze muragenda mubibona n'amakomande tugenda tongera dukoresha ayandi. So find one, and then this one dushaka ID ye, because dushaka something which is unique, dushaka ikintu undi muntu adafite. Okay, if you could be maybe displaying, let's say turimo gukoresha find one, tugakoresha find, okay, find, and then find maybe katubwira dushaka displayinga Byiringiro, maybe we could use katugetinge umuntu ufite name ya Byiringiro, ufite wiga no muri level 5 sod B, okay, aho ngaho urabona ko nta wundi muntu bitiranwa hano, okay. Maybe ushobora no gusanga mu yandi ma class hari umuntu witwa Byiringiro, ntabwo wagetinga only a name, because ugetinze only a name it could display the first one. Let me show you what I'm telling you. So let's say we are finding, okay, someone with a name, okay, so let's continue. db.students tugiye gufindinga umuntu ufite name, okay, ya Byiringiro. In this case Byiringiro, is it written like this? Let's see. Byiringiro, let's just copy this. So you see, it's only one person, it will display only like this, ariko in this case niwe dufite gusa. So urumva iyo dufitemo n'abandi byari bari displaying abantu benshi, okay, and then maybe wenda tuvuge ngo uniqueness, maybe twongeye kugira tubige very specific, tuvuge ngo and maybe yiga muri class ya, let's say let's find umuntu udahari, okay, tugiye gushaka Byiringiro wiga muri level 4 sod A kandi nawe hari koko, sibyo? And then if we come to this level 4 sod A, okay, so murabona ko nta muntu displays, so muri bishatse kuvuga ko muri class ya level 4 sod A nta muntu witwa Byiringiro uriyo, okay, and then let's say it's level 5, see, so 5 sod A nawe naho hari, so Byiringiro yiga muri sod B, okay, yiga muri sod B. So you see, we got him. Ariko let's imagine ba Byiringiro barahari benshi muri sod B, dufite wenda ba Byiringiro batatu, and then we wanted to display only this one. Wajya se kwiga wandika ngo name, wongereho noneho na class, wongereho noneho na age. You see, it's something difficult, okay, ntabwo wapfa kukigetinga. So to get that dukoresha unique ID, cyangwa dukoresha ikintu kiri unique abandi bantu badafite, ari kimwe gusa, and then we want to display that first thing. So let me delete this, clear, okay. So hano niho tuhita dukoresha dushaka kubona umuntu umwe, and then uwo muntu umwe dushaka gukoresha the thing which is unique on him or her. Okay, aho niho dukoresha db collection yacu ariyo student. Okay, students, and then we get dot find, and then finding, hano dushaka finding only one person. Remember, it's capital O. And then we want to get an ID. Okay, we want to get ID. dushaka displaying byiringiro. Okay, dushaka displaying byiringiro. Okay, let's display maybe banner. Okay, and then dushaka displaying a banner ariko dushaka displaying ID. So let's just copy this ID which is only unique to him. And copy it. Okay, let's just copy. Okay, so let's find one. Okay, and then start getting a ID. That's the thing we need. And then ID ya banner ariyo iyi ngiyi, which is this. So if we display this, we got banner. Okay, so let's imagine udakoresheje the unique ID, and then maybe akwanu muragafite nese nkoresheje find one nka findinga nakoresheje ID ngakoresha wenda nk'izina, ndabona umuntu umwe. Yes, urabona umuntu umwe, ariko urabona umuntu umwe iyo command yi executinze katuvuge ngo dufitemo abantu 1 2 3 4 sibyo, and then katuvuge ngo dushaka kadukora ubusenzo. Okay, hano level 4 sword A, level 4 sword A ni babiri sibyo. So muri level 4 sword A dufitemo babiri. No, let's find one. Okay, let's find one muri class ya level sword A, urebe itandukaniro. Let me just like clear screen. Okay, let's get db dot collection. Okay, db dot am I using this? Student. Okay, students, db dot students dot, okay, find one. Okay, need finding a one muri class ya level 4 sword A. Hano iyo finding the one iri executinga umuntu wa mbere iri bubone muri yo class, and that person it is Willy. Nitusubira muri database yacu turasanga umuntu wa mbere muri level 4 sword A ari Willy. Okay, you saw that dukoresheje the same argument but different commands. Let's now see dukoresheje find na find one iriho. This will tell it to find everyone wiga muri class ya level 4 sword A, and then it could display too. I hope then you got this. Reka kubitindaho. So let's go to the next command. So the next command, and this is the last one I'm going to be using in this video, isn't as common in the other video. I don't want to make this video very long. We're going to use insert. It's 1 minute. Okay, so insert. Tugiye gukoresha insert. So ni gute inserting. I'm going to be very clear on this. Dufite uburyo buri bwo inserting. Niyo mubyibuka neza. Dushobora insertinga one document cyangwa dushobora insertinga many documents inside one script. Okay, so how do we insert? The usual thing. Dushobora insertinga muri students. Okay, and then dushobora no insertinga muri dushaka kuinsertinga muri students, and then we use insert. Okay, so we have insert one and insert menu. Okay, let's use insert one. Dushaka insertinga only. Okay, this video is becoming long. We will do insert in the next video. Okay, first